Well, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. What's going on, everybody? I got my voice back mostly. Still a little on the weak side, still a little raspy, but it's better, much better than it was, guys. Last week when I returned, that was bad. That was very bad. All right, we got Dawn from our flipping farmstead. She is a Ridger. Thanks for being a member. Thank you, Dawn. Appreciate you so much. Says kid has award ceremony at school at 6. She posted that just before earlier before she went there. So thank you, Don. Hello, Paul from merry old England. Hope you're doing well there, brother. Narrowway Farm. What's going on, brother? Haven't heard from him in some time. Hope he's doing well. Him and his wife were in college, finishing up school and everything. And I believe they both graduated and doing great now. So go check out Narrowway Farm. Beverly Brown. Good evening, Beverly. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you so much. Reverend Joe Jacobson. Prayers and blessings all from Eastern Iowa. Well, hello there. Hello. Pop this chat out here so I can look you in the eye, everybody. I want to look you in the eye. Auntie Ann's in the house. Good evening, Auntie Ann. Thanks for coming in, sweet sister. Pull this over here, and then I'm going to scroll up and see if I can get caught back up. Brian Wilkerson, what's going on, Brian Wilkerson? Hey, buddy, thank you. Jeannie Lipsky, hello. I'm so glad you're doing better. Thank you so much. I feel so much better. I still got a little on the tightness here, a little on the throat raspiness, and still just a little bit of brain fog going on. Guys, I had COVID last week. Got back from the cruise with the Rona, and it was not fun. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. David Glunt, hello, brother. Glad you're feeling better. Now you can run a marathon. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Let's see here. Dana Mason. Hey, Tim, hope you're feeling better. I am. Thank you. Tim and I are lurking. Hope to see you this weekend. I hope to see you too this weekend, Tim and Dana. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Everyone's saying hello. Norell's a life song. Hello, Norell. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you so much. I believe Norell changed the name of the channel there, and they are from the land down under. Cully Texan, what's up, Patrick? Hope you're doing well, brother. Thanks again for being a member as well, Patrick. And Auntie Ann, thank you very much. David Glunt's a member. Thank you. Do appreciate it. With Dawn, let's see here. Glenn is saying Shelty Life. Que pasa, mi primo? That's what's happening because for folks from South Mexico. Well, appreciate you coming in, Glenn and San Salty Life. Kentucky Bluegrass 11. Good evening. Is the winning over yet? Oh my gosh. We are winning. Winner chicken dinner is what we are. I don't know about you, but most of us in this beautiful land we live in, winning. David Blunt, thank you for being a member for 22 months. Appreciate you there, brother. Whining, ain't no whining here. I thought you said winning. Let me go back up there. Did he say winning? Maybe I read that wrong. I do have a little bit of brain fog still. Good evening is the whining. He did say whining. Okay, well, see, whining isn't even in my vocabulary. Does that mean drinking the wine? I don't know, because there's no whining here. You want some cheese with that wine? Because no whining here. Crazy John, what's going on? Appreciate you. Let's see here. Patrick says, Moline tea. Tim, I swear it works. Never even heard of that, buddy. I appreciate it. I'll have to look that up. I've never even heard of that. Appreciate you, Brian. What's up? I'm sitting here. It's a little warm, guys. It is 75 degrees outside, and in the Ridge crib, I bet it's every bit of 83. Can't have the air conditioner on when I'm live with you unless I really have to, because it's so loud. Let's see here. Boom. Yeah, whining. I know. Don't call me whining. Paul says, okay, people, Tim's now saying he's going to make the meetup this weekend. So I guess the factory trip's on hold for now. No, don't know. Paul, don't know. I hope to be at the meetup this weekend. I actually have a camping spot reserved for Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. But I did talk to Honest Abe, Log Homes, Eco Panels, Tennessee yesterday, and I got an update, and I'll talk about it shortly. Shelly B, what's going on, Shelly B? Thanks for coming in. Cully Texan, remember for 13 months, says curious. Grandma Carol says whining, Tim, whining. Not winning, whining. No whining here. Hey, Patrick, long time no see. I can't retire for crap, says Glenn and Shane Salty Life to Patrick. When Brian Wilkerson retracted a comment, don't know what that's all about. Paul says, no, Tim, not the drink. What you always do when you drop a screw or a nail. Whine, 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 whine. Actually, yeah, you're right. If I whine. I don't cuss and holler, but I do whine. A lot of that. Kentucky Lou Ass Ribbon, how's the Ridge building going? Can't wait to see you move the Ridge crib. Ridge crib should be moved very, very soon. I said as soon as the rest of the fire pit wood was gone, I was moving. There's about 8 pieces left. And the only thing I got to do before I move the Ridge crib is get the gazebo gravel done. Get the gazebo in concrete, get the fire pit moved up there, get all the gravel done, and then boom, move the Ridge crib up. That's the milestone right there. Now I still got to spray the grass. I got to smooth out all the dirt. I'm gonna kill all the grass, smooth out all the dirt, put the post in concrete, put the concrete in the ground, and then get gravel brought in and smooth it out, and then move the Ridge crib up. That's the plan, at least. Nancy Kirkland, hey Tim, what's going on? Thank you. Patrick says I use the tea with my allergies. Get to the point. It causes asthma-like symptoms. Oh, clears it up in 4 to 5 hours. Wow. Let's see here. Grape says, glad to see you are feeling better. Yes, appreciate that very, very much. So last time you saw me on a live was on the cruise, and it was a very windy night. I mean, of course, they're all windy nights, but very windy, and the video quality wasn't good because the signal out on the aft deck wasn't very good. We had fun. David was there. Anthony and Roxanne from Country Road Cure were there, and Jason and Tara. Actually, Jason held the phone for most of the live, so thank you, Jason, for that. It was a fun live. So that's the last time I've seen you, so a lot to talk about tonight. We got lots of things going on. Or happened since then, that's for sure. Let's see here. The bees sure look good. Well, appreciate that. I had fun working the bees the other day. Yeah, I got out there, and both colonies were kicking butt. It was cold that day, so the bees weren't flying very much. But goodness gracious, there were a lot of bees in there. So I think the bees are doing well. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I know a lot of people don't like watching the bee videos. The bee videos are always the worst videos I put out. I mean, good quality. I actually like my bee videos, but the views they almost get no views. But I enjoy doing them, so that's why I call it Ridge Life. It's whatever I do in my life, and some things people like, some things people don't. Let's see here. David Glunt says I paid $7,300 for a new AC. Ouch. That's expensive. Very, very expensive. Let's see here. Patrick says, I use the tea when my... Oh, yeah, I said that already. West Tennessee. Good evening, West Tennessee. I do live in West Tennessee, so we are not too far apart. David Glunt says, Paul, when I drop a screw, I just try to pick it up. No whining here. Reverend Joe Jacobson, barn door build in August after Freedom Fest. Well, the build be build be very, very slow. Get the subfloor put on, and then start putting the walls up, and then after that, it just goes real slow. And I probably should, I won't need the Framily for that yet. Whenever I get to the ridge beam, that's when I'll be calling the Framily in for sure. Now, if someone want to come over and help me do the slub floor or something like that, or even just see the SIP panel walls go up, if any of the Framily want to come over and help out with that, that'd be cool. Let's see here. Paul says, you got no excuse for not moving the ridge crib. Your tractor should move it. Oh, I got the beast will. I mean, I got the Durango, the SRT tow 8,700 pounds. I got multiple vehicles that will pull it. So there ain't no excuse. I don't want to do it until I get all that gravel out and have a straight walkway. I don't want to walk through mud. We took forever just to get the pathway to the ridge crib here from Grandma Carol's is not being mud. So when I move up there, I want to make sure I don't walk through mud. I mean, you've seen how Mike and Lissa and those guys had to deal with all that mud and stuff, and I want to make sure that I'm preparing to overcome when I go off grid. When I move the ridge grip up there, it'll be a 100% off grid experience. And you've seen a lot of off grid people and having to put up with all that mud. No, thank you. No, thank you whatsoever. I hope my voice holds up. It's already starting to crack a little bit. Let's see here. Dun, dun. Rose Chastain, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Yes, I am feeling better. Paul says, I creak when I get out of bed every day and my shoulders pop. Nancy says, so glad that you're feeling better. That COVID is some bad stuff. Oh my gosh. Second time I've had it. First time was like a year into the pandemic when it first started. And that was in the fall or winter. And then, of course, got it on the cruise. The incubation period, the way it came out was probably right when I first got on the cruise. So didn't happen at David's Brothers. That's not where I picked it up because I got sick at David's Brothers. I mean, like that day. So I don't think the incubation for COVID is 6 seconds. So, let's see here. Brian says, our bees are gone finally. That's right. He had bees in the camper and they have finally flew the coop. Purdy May, hello. Patrick says, Paul, have you gotten to the age you hurt yourself while you sleep? I know I've hurt myself yawning before. I've hurt myself sneezing before. Hurt myself coughing? I don't know if I hurt myself coughing. But anybody ever do that? Sneeze and go, the back. Yeah, Paul says, yes, Patrick, it started about 30 years ago. Oh, yeah. Doing pretty good, Patrick. Still overcoming the COVID a little bit. Chest congestion, a little bit of drainage, tight chest, little bit of headache, and brain fog galore. Oh my gosh, brain fog. Like normally I know some things, and right now I had a problem opening a car door the other day. I was like, how does this car door open? I don't understand this new technology. Oh my gosh. Brain fog. And then what was the other thing I couldn't remember how to do the other day? Oh, I couldn't get the shower to come on. I went to Grandma Carol's and to take a shower while I had COVID or after, after recovering. And not while I had COVID, after. And I was like, I can't get this shower to work. So I just came back over here and took a shower over here at the Ridge Crib. And I said, I tried every combination of pulling the lever up and twisting the knob and pushing the buttons, and I couldn't get the shower work. Mom says she went right up there and flipped a couple of the levers, pushed a couple buttons or whatever, and it came right on. So I don't know how I can forget to operate a shower, but apparently beyond my mental capability. Patrick says the firehouse bees might swarm on you. No, the only swarm cells I saw, those were what we call I'm having a brain fog fart. They're basically the practice cells or requeening cells. If your queen is failing or they're just doing practice, they'll do ones on the side. They'll be about half the normal size. And then, of course, they're open, never filled. So those didn't have any eggs in them. Now, if they were at the bottom of the frame, if the queen cells are at the very, very bottom of the frame and they're capped already, the swarm is happening. You can't stop it. There's nothing you can do if that's happened. You can try taking half of them with the old queen and making them think they've swarmed. That's the only thing you can do is just try to make them think they swarmed, because it's going to happen. Let's see here. Narrowway Farm says, how are you? I'm pretty good. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and I've followed you guys on your progress through school and everything. So glad to see you back on YouTube. So go check out Narrowway Farm. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I definitely can't complain. Now there is a meetup going on in Oklahoma. Hopefully all the people from the Mid-South, Central, and Midwest, know about the Oklahoma meetup in Lake Eufaula State Park, I do believe it's called. It's hosted by MT Homestead. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Lake Eufaula State Park. free to everyone who wants to come. There'll be all kinds of food and festivities. Empty Homestead will be there. Come On Homesteading will be there. I believe Country Road Cure will be there. Drifting Jimmers 5, RidgeLife should be there unless something happens. I'll talk about that. But yeah, hope you can go there, buddy. All right, let's see. My chat just jumped on me there. Grape says it's only 3 hours to Lake Eufaula for me. I might go down there. You should. He said he just likes Grandma Carol cooking and don't want to move that far. Well, I'll still be down there eating, so that's not going to stop me from doing that. Brian started his physical therapy today for the back and neck. Well, good luck with that. Get mud boots. There you go, Jeff. Bobblehead Homestead. Congratulations, Jeff, on the new purchase. Guys, Jeff purchased a major piece of homesteading equipment that most homesteaders would love to have. I know I would love to have it, that's for sure. So go check out Jeff over there at Bobblehead Homestead. Come on, keeping it real's in the house. What's up, David? I just talked to David not too long ago, just a few hours ago. He was doing some heavy editing, get a video out for you guys, and he's been having some Framily fun. He'll share that, I'm sure, at some point on his channel. I think he had a good day today with some Framily fellas, that's for sure. Where's the camping area going to be in July, says Patrick Cully Texan, for the RidgeLife's Freedom Fest. It's a private event. They'll be camping like Jason from White Rock Homestead, Jason and Tara. They're going to be staying in their camper connected to where the Ridge Crib used to be connected for power. So some people may be able to get next to them and maybe run some extension cords. Maybe I'll have to coordinate that on a case-by-case basis. And then the middle field between here and the ridge, anybody that wants to rough it, on their generator, and they want a little more peace and quiet and to be separated from the party, can be down there. Then anybody that wants to be near the festivities and the party can be up around the ridge foundation, all the flat areas. The carport will be the stage for the band. And I'll have the new gazebo and parking area and everything. Of course, I'll have probably a lot of people parking in the grass. I do have grass. If it's dry, and then we'll figure something out. If not, because parking, I should have enough parking. It shouldn't be that. If it's that muddy, we got other problems. So, Brooke Burke, what's going on, Brooke? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Auntie Ann, hope Auntie Ann's doing well. Hadn't talked to her in so long, so I'm glad to be here with Auntie Ann. David says, sounds like an excuse to me. David's just a walking excuse, I'm gonna build the bridge. I'm gonna rebuild the cabin, the abandoned cabin. It's gonna come. Who's gonna get done first, the abandoned cabin rebuild or the ridge barn house build? Ooh, which one's gonna happen first? Sounds like an excuse to me. Brooke Burke says, just no fireworks on the subfloor. Yes, when I get that subfloor, no fireworks on the subfloor. Glenn Shannon says, PSA, if you don't wear pants to a gender reveal party, people will frown. That is true. Pearly May saying excuses. What's these excuses? They ain't got no excuses. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, yeah, I did. Let me get down back to the bottom here. The way the YouTube chat works, it always updates, and then I try to start at the top, work my way down, and it's just so hard. But others use like StreamYard and stuff. And StreamYard is a little easier for the chat, but it lowers the resolution unless you pay higher, and I just don't like doing that. Norel's live song, halfway through watching your daily video, David at Come On Homestead. Yeah, David's got some good videos coming out recently. Very, very good ones. Now we'll be talking about the meetup or going to see my SIP panels being put together this week. I'll be talking about that here. It's only 19 minutes, and once it get a little bit later into the hour, I'm gonna tell you what I found out about my choices. So, David Glunt says, I sneeze, makes me pass gas, then fall on the floor. Ooh, does gas rise? Hopefully it does. Let's see here. Grape says it's only 3 hours to take to Lake. Oh, I already read that. Okay, let me see here. But David is in here with on the phone and no tagging, so everybody knows that. David says I've had COVID 6 times. That's crazy. Jeannie Lipsky says her daughter's had it 3 or 4 times. Purdy May says never had it. That's great. That is amazing. Brooke says, Auntie and Grandma Carol, Tim will catch up after the end of the live. Hey, no. I'm pretty close. I'm actually doing pretty close. Not too bad. Not too bad. For me, you know what I'm saying? Cindy Ellis, good evening, Tim. Nice to see you up and more like your older self. Well, I'm older, all right. I really enjoyed all of your cruise videos. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Yeah, the individual cruise videos were really fun to make, very labor intensive. I walked all around that ship to give everybody a perspective, and therefore it had to be an edited video. So almost all my ramblings that week were edited videos. So every day we'd have to do all the stuff we did, then I'd have to edit the video. And it would have been easier just to sit down and talk for 15 minutes, but instead I tried to give you a really, so I appreciate everybody watching those videos. Those videos did very well. 84 people in here. Thank you very, very much. And guys, that cruise was amazing. We had so much good food. Thank you, Pops, for taking us out to steak dinner. Did you guys see the melting sphere of chocolate I ate? Poured hot liquid chocolate on it, hot fudge on it, and it melted the chocolate sphere and exposed a thing on the inside. That was delicious. Let's see here. A sheer amount of drone cells filled. Oh, no. No, every spring you have drones. I mean, they have to raise boys. Every colony will in the spring. And sometimes on a perfectly healthy hive, I'll have 3 full frames front and back of nothing but drone cells. And that colony is good to go. Now, again, that's just one part in the preparation for swarming. But that's the natural evolution of a colony. It will swarm. Now, whether you swarm for it or you kill the bees off so much that they can't swarm, they'll just die out, or they just die out. But swarming is a natural progression of having so many bee births that you run out of space, and you have to send the old queen away with half the bees and raise a new queen, and she stays with these bees. That's just the natural process. But yeah, so I've had bees swarm on me many times, and usually I'll have 6 or 7 queen cells at the bottom, and once you see them all pop open, that means the queens came out, they fought each other to the death, and then the one queen survived and does her virgin voyage and comes back and lays 2,000 to 3,000 eggs a day after that. So crazy stuff bees are. Let's see here. Why does it jump up like that? I gotta come back up. I call dibs on the shaded area up on the ridge. The shaded area is where I'm going to be. Now, if you want to be behind that, I ain't got no problem with that. Got no problem with that at all. Bobblehead says generator and non-generator areas is a good idea. By Grandma Carol, obviously would be non-generator area. People wanted to, of course, a lot of people will be primitive tent camping too, and they can tent camp anywhere on the 35 acres. They want to tent camp in the woods, or they want to tent camp in any of the various fields. We'll set everybody up where they need to be. What weekend is that going to be, Tim? For the Mid-America YouTube meetup is coming up this coming weekend. I mean, not this weekend. I'm sorry, the weekend after that. 18th, 9th, something like that. But it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday of week after next in May. You can go to MT Homestead's Facebook page and all that. The one on my property is going to be 4th of July. Invitation only. Let's see here. Hey, Morgan Roberts, I bet you're Tim's son. Oh, is Morgan, my son Morgan here? Hey, Morgan, what's going on there, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. Let's see here. There goes Tim spilling other people's beans again. Whose beans did I spill? I didn't say nothing about nobody. What you talking about, Willis? I watched some videos today and talked about what I saw in the videos. I didn't say anything about what anybody did. If I said you did some things with some friends and had fun, That ain't saying nothing. I mean, that's all you do is go around with, drive around, have fun. You don't, you're always going somewhere, spilling other people's beans. I ain't spilling no beans. Tim and Dana Mason is going to be there early Thursday early evening. Hey, Dad, says Morgan Roberts. There he is. Going backwards right there, trying to kick up. Paul said, all three of my brothers had COVID a few times, but my second youngest had an immune deficiency and got him in the end. That's terrible. Sorry, Paul. Auntie Ann says, Smurfette will be there, Tim. There you go. My hubby was laughing at me because I was doing the mask until last April. Oh, yeah. Tim Mason, when are you arriving? I'm packing up tomorrow, leaving around 3 a.m. Okay, so if I've got my camping spot reserved Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. I'll have to talk about whether I'm going there or when I'm going there, or I'm going to Central Tennessee here in just a little bit. Yeah, we're still 26 minutes into it. Rose said, luckily I got COVID one time and it was like the flu real bad. Didn't have the cough. Yeah, that persistent cough that lasts is terrible. Terrible. David said there's a lady that does bees on YouTube, wears shorts and a tank top. No, yeah, I've seen her. She's really good. All those people that wear shorts and tank tops, beekeeping, they're just not really allergic to the sting. It doesn't really, and that they don't have that chemical physical reaction to the venom, and so it doesn't hurt them near as bad, and they don't swell up or anything. So they still get stung. It just, like me, I swell up like this. Pettigene River Homestead, good evening. Good evening. Mason says, leaving Georgia in the morning, headed to Oklahoma. Let's see here. Come back down. Grandma Carol saying, hi, Morgan. David said, yeah, he's going to rough it in Grandma Carol's loft. Yeah, so Jason and Tara will be in one of their campers plugged in here at Grandma Carol's. And David's going to be upstairs. Let's see here. Come on, is going to take Tim's room. No, Patrick. I've only slept in that room 2 times in the upstairs. Grandma Carol gave me hers whenever I blew my knee out and I was convalescing. But no, I only stayed upstairs in the loft like 2, maybe 3 times at the most ever. That is going to be David's room, though. Julie Rollins, hello. Well, thanks for coming in, Julie. Appreciate you very, very much. Everyone can stay in the cabin with Grandma Carol. No, don't think that's going to work. Terry Knight, hi, from Kentucky. So glad you're feeling better. Yes, feeling much, much better. Thank you very, very much. Outdoors with the Vance. What's going on there, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Dennis Green, hello, sir. David says, will you pay to have yours built? So my vote is yours. Well, there you go. Okay. I had, the only thing I paid so far on mine was the septic, the foundation. That's it. And the land clearing. Yeah. So had nothing to do with the house, right? That's the way I see it. Tell me what you guys think. David says, oh, no. Paul says, people, if you see me in a kilt, beware. Michelle Alonzo, hey, Tim, so glad you're feeling better. Well, thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you. When you coming home, Morgan? I just talked to him. He said he wasn't sure yet. He's just finishing up tests this week. He's a civil engineering student down there at Mississippi State, and boy, that's some hard stuff. Hard stuff. Love you, buddy. Hopefully everything went well, and I get to see you coming up soon. Morgan's going to come help me put the solar panels on the carport. And hopefully I can get Gavin over here to help as well. I got to buy some scaffolding. We'll have somebody operating that tractor. I'll have some scaffolding. I got a really good idea of how to keep the scaffolding mobile. Watch what I got going on. Let's see here. Auntie said, I've had the big C 3 times. The first time was before anyone knew what to call it. Yeah, a lot of people had that, that first round before people were know what was going on. You're like, what is this stuff? That's like a really long, hard flu. Oh my gosh. Midnight Vlogs. Hey, Tim, late but made it. Hope you're feeling better. Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Pearly May, when will notice be that Morgan is in here? I said that a long time ago. I said, hello, Morgan. Give him 5 minutes. Okay, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Let's see here. Paul says, and I want plenty of pictures, you guys, at the meetup. Absolutely. Yeah, Annie Ann says, we'll park behind the Ridge Crib. Sounds perfect to me. We have a generator, so we're good. Absolutely. David says, how far behind is he going to be, rookie? Well, see, David says rookie, one, because he doesn't go on expositions talking about really interesting things. Another thing, he's got Mike there to talk about really interesting things while David goes through the chat to stay caught up, right? He stays up only because he's got an interesting, even whenever DD5 move, he has DD5 StreamYard in because he can't run a live stream by himself. So yeah, I understand why David would say a rookie mistake like that, because he's still rookie when it comes to that. Yeah, Auntie Ann says, yeah, I'm dressing up as a Smurfette for Paul. That's yeah. Thank you, Mike Birch. Appreciate it. K62. Hello. Tim is on a 20-minute lag. Yeah, Murr. Oh, come on, Murr. Murr's giving me the business. Oh my goodness, guys. I do what I can do. I got this brain fog. I'm excuses on the brain fog. Okay. So if I'm 20 minutes behind, it's only because I'm talking to you, not reading the chat. And I got a little bit of this brain fog going on. Okay. David says it's not the week after, it's this weekend. Actually, it's not. Oh, it is this weekend. It sneaks up so quickly. I said yes, not this coming weekend. It's this next coming. I said it's not this coming weekend. It's the one after that. No, it is this weekend. That's how quickly it is coming. That's how quickly it's coming. Winter is coming. Did you know winter is coming? If you don't know what reference that's from, come on with it, people. Patrick says the difference between a queen and a worker is the egg and pupa are fed the royal jelly. That's right. Yeah, the bees can raise as many queens as they want, and they don't just do it just like this. That's a process of feeding the royal jelly and drawing out that wax into a queen cell. Queen cells look like a big giant peanut. It's pretty cool looking. Happy birthday, Glinda, says Pearly May. Well, happy birthday, Glinda. Let's see here. Finally, says Paul. Goodness gracious. Happy birthday, Glinda Wright. Getting a whole home generator is expensive. It is very expensive. And Glinda is 57, by the way. Thanks for coming in, Glinda. David, Patrick says, David, the workers take an egg and make a new queen. That's exactly what it is. Only the queens lay eggs. That is true. Only the queen. There's only one queen. Just one queen laying 2,000 to 3,000 eggs a day. That's why all the other queens get killed off, and she's the one that's left behind. Tim talks too much, says Pearly May. I do. Tim likes to talk, says Midnight Blogs. True. He's going to lose his voice again. He doesn't slow down in his talking. Yeah, probably so. Okay, let's see. Let's get back down to the bottom. If it's going to jump on me again. Pappy Smurf's in here. What's going on, Pappy Smurf? Auntie Ann was just talking about dressing up as Papa Smurf, or Mama Smurf, actually, Grandma Smurf, Mama Smurf, Auntie Smurf. There you go. She's Auntie Smurf. Backwoods Mindset. What's going on there, big guy? I hope you're doing well, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, she's going to be Auntie Smurf. That's a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to start calling her from now on. Auntie Smurf. How you doing, Auntie Smurf? Reverend Joe Jacobson, I'm going to stay here at home because I don't feel like walking that far. Well, don't walk too far. Paul says, remember, Tim, orange squash cordial with boiled water and a teaspoon of honey for your sore throat. Well, appreciate that there, Paul Honeyman. That's right. He had a comment for me. I do appreciate it. David said, that's all that's been done. That's right. That is true. Yeah, the foundation, the well, the septic for the house. But boy, there's a lot been done. All the dirt moving, the gravel moving, the carport building, and even David had a little hand in that. Little hand, because he has those little hands, you know. Let's see. Greg Crozier says never had it. One cold in 5 years. Wow, that's great. Monique Remain from the Netherlands. Oh, what's going on? I love. I've been to the Netherlands several times. Holland, gorgeous area. I've been around Luxembourg and Belgium and everything, but I love the Netherlands. Just beautiful, beautiful country. Love the people. You got goodness gracious. I had such a wonderful time. I've been in the Netherlands twice, and every time was just amazing. Great people. Actually, no, I've been there 3 times. I've been there 3 times. One time was just passing through, but let's see here. Hey, Dawn's back. Our flipping farmstead. Appreciate you coming in. Getting him, Auntie Ann says, come on. Yeah, whatever. Part of my question, which is better, Jackery or Blue Eddy? Both are very, very good. I bet David would say he likes his Blue Eddy better than Jackery. He's had probably the most experience, him and Mike from DD5. And I bet David would say Blue Eddy over Jackery, depending on who's paying him the most at this current time. But I think historically speaking, David has had great things. And I like Blue Eddy too. I've got 2 Blue Eddies. I got EcoFlow. Actually got 3 Blue Eddies. That's right. Thanks to David. So good products. I really like the Blue Eddy. Oh, and Arcade Knight 1959 says the Black Stallion is in the house. First, I thought you were talking about Eclipse, the horse that I was playing with this week. Oh my goodness, guys. Isn't that a gorgeous horse? I was at my friend's house. Had to air up, fix their little tractor tire. And that tractor is, you saw it's a Kubota, so it's built way better than any Mahindra. I mean, every piece of that Kubota was bigger than Uber, and it's got like 1/3 the size. It's a lawn tractor, and that lawn tractor by Kubota was built more sturdy than a 40 horse, 42 horse, or whatever it is, Mahindra. I just couldn't believe that. Patrick says, brain fog. I call my brain fog old age. Well, I got a little of that too, a little bit. Midnight Vlog says Tim has a brain fog from lack of Coke Zero. Oh my gosh. Guys, I have had this, even though I've been back, this is still probably like only the 8th or 9th Coke Zero I've had since I've been home from the cruise. The cruise, I got 0 Coke Zero. Pops did have some Coke Zero at his house for me. Thank you, Pops. Appreciate you very much. No Coke Zero on the cruise. And even when I got back, I had COVID and I just didn't drink anything. I drank water and orange juice, So finally getting me some Coke Zero. Let's see here. Burks, Tim lost a whole week. Oh my gosh. I really lost the cruise and COVID 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Brain fart, says Paul, not brain fog. Well, that could be too. I do that a lot. Joe says, Tim, I'll give you a break. It's only a 10-minute lag. Well, okay, I do what I do. I still got to talk to people, and then I talk about things people say, and then I come back, and I'm kind of 10 feet behind. David says, about the same, Pearly May. I like Blue Eddy. There you go. Carolyn Messer says, hi, Mike Birch. Glenda Wright, the mouth wars David and Tim. Me and David, we give each other the business. That is true. David Blunt, Tim's going to show up at the meetup a week after it's over. Probably as soon as I get done with the chat, maybe. Got to get done with this chat first. Let's see here. Kaz, 3531. Hello. Thanks for coming in, Kaz. Appreciate you. There is a reason why I'm asking, Pearly May. Says Pearly May. Reverends Jojo, there's a queen in each hive usually. Yes, there has to be one queen. As soon as the one queen dies and they don't raise a new one, that colony, you'll have 60,000 bees. And bees are on a 28-day life cycle. They live 45 days from egg to death. About 30 days, 28 days flying around doing bee things. So if a queen dies, 60,000 bees in 2 weeks can turn into nothing. 0. Zilch, nada. The new bees that were just born, if they're not, so really they have to be old enough bees to take care of themselves. And then again, you got 3 weeks. So 3 weeks, gone. No queen, colony's dead. 3 weeks. 4 at the most. Get him, David. Yeah. Smurfette, you numpty, says Paul. Ooh. See, Auntie Ann wants me to call her Smurfette. I'm going to call her Auntie Smurf. Auntie Smurf. All right, jump to get on me. Let's see here. Tim loves Amsterdam for the coffee houses. Ooh. Actually, I'll talk about some coffee here in just a second. Let me get caught up on the chat real quick. I know I can get caught up. No Smurfette, not Grandma Smurf. Auntie Smurf works as well. Yeah, there you go. I like Auntie Smurf. Cheryl Hoopasack. Hello, Tim. Feeling better? Yes, feeling much, much better. David says, okay, I feel I'm not as smart as I was when I started this live. I'm out, guys. Have a good night. Yeah, David. David was lowbrow before cavemen had brows. That's true. I duck you not, right, David? Guys, remember on my last live stream on the boat, we were talking about David, how he just messed up the whole week for the Framily. They could have been on Family Feud, the real Family Feud, the real TV show. They were in the finals for the cruise to make it to the big stuff. And David said, what goes round in a circle? And David says, duck, a duck. A duck goes round in a circle. Goodness gracious. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Special menu, Patrick. Brian says, tell if you're going to the meetup, Tim. Okay, I'll tell you. So I talked to Dan from Honest Abe Log Homes, Eco Panels of Tennessee, and he said, all right, Tim, we're building the house. We're going to probably, we were hoping we could get the top part on the bottom part, but the building might not be tall enough for the crane and everything. So we may have to build them separately. I said, you're going to build one first and then the other. He said, wasn't quite sure. You get back with me. I said, Dan, what day are we building it? I want you to build it like this week, Wednesday, or next Tuesday. He said, all right, Tim, I'll let you know. I still don't know if I'm going to Nashville this week, if I'm going to Oklahoma this week and Nashville next week. But either way, I want to go to the meetup. I paid for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at the campground. I already paid for it. Paid for the deluxe campsite, bougie Tim. But I can't miss building my house. And what I'm saying, guys, is the structural insulated panels that make up the outer walls, first story, second story. I'm going to go to Moss, Tennessee, into their factory. They're building the panels right now. And then I'm going to go and we're going to put the panels up and click them together, not glue them, not fasten them to anything, but just set them up and click them together with the cam locks, my whole first floor and my whole second floor. So I can't miss that. I just can't miss that. So if it happens at the end of this week, I will be in North Central Tennessee and not in Oklahoma. So I sure hope I get to go to Oklahoma and then to North Central Tennessee. That's the plan. But I don't know. I don't know. Paul said, I heard the same thing. I don't know. Dan Mason, the power bank Jason used last Framily weekend handled Tim's oxygen condenser. Yes, that was a good one. That was a very good one. Come on, says friend. Tell us more. Tell us more. Yes, David. You've been seeing me going over to my friend's house a lot, learning about cows, learning about donkeys, learning about horses, learning how to stack some hay. Ooh, yeah. And I am learning a lot. Let's see. Pearly May says, Brooke, I quit smoking the end of January. Haven't had any since. Good stuff. Good stuff right there. Believe it or not, guys, I actually used to smoke cigarettes. I was in the Navy. I smoked cigarettes back in the in the sump room, where they made us was auxiliary. What was that called? Anyway, condensate alley. And Been quit for, guys, I've been quit for like 30 some odd years. Yeah. Like 30 years, 30, 25, 30 years. That's crazy. Crazy. So happy too. Best thing I ever did. Quit. Best thing. I love it when you talk to Elvis. Have you got him to sign? Oh, yeah, I love talking to Elvis. And I'm so glad to be home doing ramblings and getting to talk to Elvis again. It's really fun. And I can't wait, guys. As soon as I move the ridge crib up top, I'm moving the chickens up there. I've got electric chicken fence already purchased from Tractor Supply. I'm going to move the chickens and rabbits up there, get them encircled. I'll be able to let the chickens out in free range, and I can also get more chickens. Yeah, can't wait. I love chickens. Have some beautiful, beautiful. Of course, I'll get some Jeff bobblehead chickens. I'll go over and visit old good old Jeff and see what he's got for me. Let's see here. The hotel with his mom, maybe? No. Wanda, 110 in chat, 80 thumbs up. Come on, hit that thumb. Well, yeah, please, Wanda. Thank you very much. Thank you, Wanda Henry. Appreciate you. David Glunt says, Bonfire doesn't have big enough performance tees for me. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, this is the performance tee. I love this tee. Oh my gosh. It is so soft, and it's that stretchy, dry fit, like Nike dry fit. Very, very comfortable. I love it. Get it on Bonfire. Link down in the description. But David says they don't have them big enough for him. Patrick says, if Tim isn't there, where is David crashing? Exactly. Now he can use my campsite, but he can actually tent camp with somebody else. So he's really hoping I bring the ridge crib so he can have some air conditioning. And I really hope I get to go because that's going to be a really good time. If I'm going to miss that, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be sad. Yeah, Wanda, David should call Dreamer's Landing, Drifter's Landing, whatever. He should call it Duck Landing or the Duck Dynasty Landing or something, because that boy don't know a duck from a hole in the ground. He don't know a duck from a Ferris wheel. He don't know a duck from a hand on a clock. He don't know a duck from a wheel. He don't know a duck from the earth. He don't know a duck. Let's see here. David's right. You watch ducks on a pond. They swim in circles. They kind of do this. They kind of do this. They kind of fly up here. They land back. I don't know. Jeff Miller, good to see you back in the land of the living. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Pearlie May says, duck. They be dead bees after the queen dies. That's right, Glenda Wright. Pearlie May said, yes, Tim is feeling better. Thank you a lot, Lily. Thank you, Lily Stylo, very much. I hope I didn't say your last name right or wrong. He gets too winded even with oxygen. I don't know if Brooke's talking. I don't know. I mean, I get winded just talking, so I don't know. All right, let's get down to the bottom here. Carolyn Messer, Dez is coming too. That's right. Don't forget Dez. Love me some Dez. Cindy Ellis, I got a bag of Dum Dum lollipops, and every time I wanted a cigarette, I would sit down and eat one of those. That's why people gain so much weight. I would have ate 100 Dum Dums. Lola Hitchhiker Kit, good evening. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Carolyn Messer says, said that Dez was coming. Auntie Ann says, it's what I wanted, but I don't think I want it. I'm sad. Aw. Midnight Vlog says, he don't duck from Duck Dynasty. He don't duck from Duck, says Tim. There you go. David don't know Duck, says David. It's Ryder's Hideout, right, Auntie Ann? Ryder's Hideout. There's Mark, Solar DIY Hobby and Reviews. Hi, sorry, working the Thunder game, but wanted to say I appreciate you there, Mark. Thank you very much for coming in. How did you quit smoking? I quit smoking using Wellbutrin. It's a medicine. Now they use Chantix, I think it's what it's called. But and I used it, and they say you can keep smoking while you're taking it, and that didn't work for me. Matter of fact, I was like real angry taking it, so I did it again, cut my dosage in half. Haven't smoked a cigarette since 25 years, whatever it is. Southern Blessed Homestead, what's going on? I think Southern Blessed Homestead may be going live again right after us at 8 p.m. So make sure you check them out if they said they're going live. Otherwise, go over to Sergeant Talk TV. They're going live after me as well, unless something changed. But go check both those channels out. Tim said, R Knight says, I like the RK Knight says, I like the flag behind you. My my ex-father-in-law made that for me, and it was for a birthday present, and I appreciate it very, very much. Those are 45 caliber cartridges right there, empty cartridges. Thank you, Glenda says, good for those that quit smoking. Midnight Vlogs, did you ask Elvis if you could get more chickens? Oh yeah, Elvis definitely likes some more ladies. Brooke Burke, Grandma Carol said, thank goodness, quiet around the cabin. Yeah. So she'll probably be visiting me pretty often. Murr says, come on, you're supposed to be his only friend. Is Tim cheating on you? Good one, Murr. Good one. Ralph Davis. Hello, Tim. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you very much, Ralph. Appreciate that. Oh, that's some funny stuff there. I am feeling better. Thank you, Mac and Patty, Southern Blessed Homestead. All right. Let's see. Glenda Wright. Ryder was a cool cat. Ryder was a very cool cat. That's David's old cat. Midnight has come on to herself. She's been doing pretty good. Coming out of her shell again. But go check out Ryder on the landing. I'm not Ryder, Midnight. Ryder been gone a while. And will be very, very missed. Narrowway Farm, are you going to the meetup? I plan on it. I'm expecting a call from my structural insulated panel wall builder, and if they say I can come up and assemble my walls before, I'll have to do that instead of going to the meetup, and that's in north central Tennessee, northeast of Nashville. So I'll find out hopefully tomorrow, and I'll let everybody know tomorrow on Rambling as soon as I find out. Perla May says, every now and then I want one, but not often. Oh, Narrowway Farm says they're not going to make it. My wife is graduating. Okay, I knew something like that was coming up. Yeah. Congratulations to Narrowway Farm. I know both of y'all have been hard at it. 8-minute warning, says Paul. 8-minute warning, says Brian. Well, thank you. Did I get it on time? Actually, I think, look at that. I got it on time. I'm not far behind. Tell me I'm far behind. It took me 52 minutes to catch up, but I did it. Reverend Joe Jacobson says, second time I quit smoking was from fiber fire my clothes. Ooh. Dana says Tim quit cold turkey dipping and drinking when he was told he had cancer. He has found a pouch that he completely free to. He has been found a pouch that is completely free of tobacco and nicotine that he would use when the urge hit him. Yep. Brook Trout 1, good evening. I ain't heard you in a while. Appreciate you coming in, Brook Trout 1. 5 ads and got the boot each time. Oh, crazy, Mike. Midnight Vlog says Tim saved all the coney from not buying cigarettes and bought the beast. There you go. Oh, guys, real quick. I'm going to be showing some stuff on Ramblings this week if I can, if not next week. You guys know I was working with Work Life Coffee. I had a good friend, Eric, over at Greenhorn 1 Acre. Y'all remember Greenhorn 1 Acre? Greenhorn 1 Acre, Eric is the one that showed up to the very first Freedom Weekend over at SLR and Country Road Cures 41.36, showed up in an Uber. He flew into Arkansas and took an Uber to the 41.36. He comes rolling up about 10:30 at night in an Uber. Anyway, Eric has started AZ48 Coffee Company. I got links down in the description of this video, this live. Go to the description. And he started his own coffee company. He's got all kinds of Arizona themed coffees with all kinds of good stuff. He sent me 2 boxes of the K-Cups, knows I use the K-Cups. This is the Lost Dutchman Gold, and actually now it's called Old Dutchman Gold if you order it. You can see it is a medium body chocolate covered almond maple syrup citrus thing going on with the Old Dutchman Gold. Matter of fact, right here, you can get the QR code if you want to get some for yourself. See if I can turn that where you can get it. There you go, right there. Ding, ding. So that is the old Dutchman Gold. And I also got this one right here, Havasu Falls. Again, another Arizona-themed coffee. Deep Body Baker's Chocolate Caramelized Sugar from Arizona 48 Coffee Company. So that's Eric from Greenhorn 1 Acre. You can go over to Greenhorn 1 Acre, leave a comment on his video saying RidgeLife sent you, or you can go to Arizona48coffee.com, I believe, and leave a comment over there on his channel or his website. And if you want some of this Havasu Falls, there is your there you go. There's the QR code right there. Check that out. I'll be putting these in on my ramblings, drinking some in the morning. I have 2 different flavors, and show you all that when it comes time. 55 minutes into this thing. Get down to the bottom of the chat. Work life not going to be happy. Hey, I love me some veteran-owned Texas coffee, but Arizona, but good buddy sends me some coffee. I'm going to rep my friends for sure. I like old Work Life. I haven't heard from Caleb in a while. That boy needs to reach out to me. 4-minute warning, says Paul. Appreciate you. Brian Wilkerson with a 5. Let's see. Love the cruise videos. Made me want to go on one. Carolyn, they were fun. Except for the getting COVID at the end part, the cruise was fun. It was super, super amazing. Ben Schmidt, hi from Australia. Now, that was a terrible Australian accent, but I appreciate you coming in, Ben. Brian says, your chickens will fly out, Tim, just in electric. Nah, you may have 1 or 2 occasionally get out. Depends how big you build your fence. I know chickens, if I have the coop in the fence has a bunch of good stuff for them, and I throw, cracked corn and stuff in there. I've never had chickens cut. Now, it is possible, but most likely there'll just be 1 or 2, and you can clip their wings too. It's just super simple. They won't fly out. Clipping the wings takes, and it doesn't grow back as quick as you'd think. Paul says, Tim, remember to check out this video. Appreciate you. Paul Honeyman. Okay, let's see. Every now and then I read that already. All right, let me get down to the bottom here. Jeannie says, everyone have a good night. My beans and ham hocks are ready for dinner. Well, enjoy. Thanks for coming in. William Berryhill, hello from South Haven, Mississippi. Guys, South Haven, Mississippi is just about 45 minutes from here, 45 miles or so. I used to go to South Haven, Mississippi. Actually, I lived in South Haven for a little while. I lived at the Civic Center Apartments right next to the Landers Center. It used to be a Civic Center. And I lived down there in Nucor corporate apartments for a while. Nucor didn't own all of them, but they had big tracts of them. Let's see here. Guys, it's 57 minutes, 48 seconds. Soon as I find out if I'm going to the meetup in Oklahoma or going to Eco Panels in Tennessee to build the outside structure of the house before it gets sent to me, I will let you know again tomorrow. Hopefully I'll know tomorrow. And there are some other big things going on here on the Ridge. Big things. So I can't wait to you see the rest of the videos coming out. They're coming out slow, I know. I'm still slowly getting back from COVID. Beans Bean, the musical. Yeah. So I'll get the videos out as soon as I can. It's just this COVID thing has really slowed me down a little bit. And of course, the cruise kind of slowed me down a little bit too. So Auntie Ann, I will be so sad if I don't make the meetup as well. There's so many people I'd like to hang with and meet for the first time. And of course, hang with my wonderful moderator, Auntie Ann, and all the other good friends up there. So we'll miss you if I don't get to make it. Well, of course, I will see you, Auntie Ann, Freedom Weekend. Julie Rollins, have a great night. Thank you very much. Philip Sabin, when are we going to meet your new lady? What makes you think I've got a new lady? Let me know. William says, I know you from working instruction. Well, that's cool. Appreciate that, Mr. Berryhill. Thank you very, very much. All right, guys. I love every single one of you. Go check out Southern Blessed Homestead live next, maybe, or Sergeant's Talk TV live also. So if moderators want to, we've already probably putting links in here, but moderators can put links for either Southern Blessed Homestead or Sergeant Talk TV. I appreciate it. Love you, Auntie Ann. Love you, Brian. Love you, Paul. Philip, thanks for coming in. Narelle's live song. David Glunt, appreciate you so much. Murr, appreciate you coming in, Murr. Even David from Come On, Keeping It Real. Appreciate you, brother. Love you so much. Hope I get to see you this weekend, man. Really do. If not, just have to keep stacking hay. That's all I can say. Good night, Paul. Appreciate every single one of you. So, guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed evening and go Ridge Life. Woo! Hot mic.